Well, tell them I don't care how many they have to displace. It's not my problem. I'd pave over the whole goddamn thing. Listen, I don't want to hear your excuses and your whining. These were your people to deal with. These were your problems. Not my issue. Oh, you hablo English, you son of a bitch. You do what you said. You do what you promised. I don't want to have to hear it again. I got shit to do. Yes, I gotta go on YouTube. Yes. You do what you said. You do what you promised. I don't want to have to hear it again. That means more to me than you and your family and your family's family and everything except your dog. I would save your dog, and the rest of you, I wouldn't give you a floaty, even if there was in a factory of floaties in the ocean and everybody was sinking. Only the dog would get a floaty. I have to go on. Shut up. Bye. Shit. Qapla, everyone. Welcome to Deep Space Nine Wednesday. It's weird because I hit microphone off and it went. I hit microphone on, it went off, and then I hit it again, it came on. Anyway, Qapla, welcome. Thank you, Thomas Potts. What? Another failed hit by the Bird Mafia. I thank you, Thomas Potts, for the $1.99 super chat. I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm just saying that the Mamo Prey doesn't know anything either. Nobody here knows anything. Just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. I was acting. Okay, if you heard anything, I was acting. I have a play I'm putting together for a community group. It's called the Godfather of Canarsie. And yeah, so it's all a play. None of it's real. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so it's Deep Space Nine Wednesday. We're going to watch today Sanctuary, the 10th episode of the second season of Deep Space Nine. I believe this is basically an allegory for refugees and immigration. I remember most of what happens. A new species comes through the wormhole. And I think, they're kind of treated almost like nobody wants them around because they're poor and they have no particular skills. And even Quark, I think, tells Nog not to hang out with them, with those people. And then they come, they're like, oh, we're here for Bajor. We want to settle on Bajor. Bajor is is our promised land, and we're gonna help the Bajorans make Bajor great again. And the Bajorans are like, hell you not. You can't come to our planet. This planet's full. Find another. And I think that, if I remember, that's the whole gist of the episode. Which I just spoiled. So. That's right, you didn't hear nothing. Thomas Potts was first. Hello, Thomas Potts. Rock Solid claims first, but you were second, Rock Solid. Live with Matthew says, yes, it's my favorite reminder that today is Wednesday. Indeed. 47 Yorktown says, hello, sir. Rock Solid wants hashtag Dear Bop. I'm sorry. Rock Solid, not today. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello in Qapla. Hello in Qapla, not Ryan Johnson. Live with Matthew says, hot mic. No, it's pretty cool. Not Ryan Johnson says, Bird is dropping the hammer on someone. Agnes says, what's the shit to do? Is he Turdistani? Well, there's always shit dropping in Turdistan. That's how it got its name. Roxanne says, it's staged. Yes, it is. Live Matthew says, yeah, it took me a minute to work that out. Lol. See, these people know what they're talking about. They know what's good for them. Roxanne says, remember people, smash that like button, share via social, set chat to live. Turn Mike and camera on before going live, but not too before. Donate if you can. Join the subscribe star. Don't abuse emojis. And down with, and it gets all pixelated, static. Actor says, is Bird faking it? Rock Solid. You know when I'm faking it. Rock Solid said, shocker. I know, right, Hector? Showmore says, greetings, Birdo Prey 5, Mamo Prey and fellow nerds. Greetings, Showmore. 47, Yorktown. Yells, dear God. What's the matter? What's the problem? You have to invoke divine intervention on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Thomas says it wasn't staged. Birdo Prey tried to send someone to take me out. It failed again. Wow. Roxanne says nobody here knows anything. The most truth Birdo Prey has ever spoken. Thomas says, remember he put me on 2 lists yesterday. That's right. And Shromore says, and greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels. Life with Matthew says we're putting on a play. It's called Put That Thing Back Where It Came From, or So Help Me. I like it. I like it. Not Ryan Johnson says the bird father strikes. 47 Yorktown, I don't hear nothing, Mr. Bird. That's right. Rock Solid says this has Al Gore in it. Al Gore, yes, this has Al Gore in it. Actor says not Oscar worthy, but maybe a Tony or a Freddie. More lists. Yosef, Patrick, I'm here. Restart the stream, and hi all. Oh, Yosef, don't worry. It's better you didn't hear the beginning of the stream. We won't have to kill you. Not Ryan Johnson. Bird is up for the Frank and the Freddy. Roxodds' Bird of Prey just said what an entire episode's about, so skip DS9 and go to Dear Bob. No, we can't go to Dear Bob. And thank you, Yosef, again. You got Space Doc. Advice, says Thomas, in the scroll. Don't you mean advice? What? Did I... son of a bitch. That's been the scroll for months. Or weeks, at least. Yes, Thomas, I did mean advice. Let's see if I can fix it. Advice with an S instead of a C. Now I gotta fix it. Thank you, Thomas. Qapla, need advice. Assvice. I'd say S instead of a D. Assvice instead of advice. Okay. Yeah, I guess nobody reads it but Thomas. Yeah, okay. There we go. Advice. Thank you, Thomas. You're off one list, Thomas. You're off one list. You're still on the other, though. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Not Ryan Johnson says, you know when I'm faking it. Bird of Prey 5. Showmore says, home in Caroga, where Sassy and the alpacas play, where often is heard an SOB from Bird, and he flips off Turdistan all day. Thank you, Showmore. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, do you agree that Use Your Words would be something right up your alley? Yes, Rock Solid. For those of you who didn't see it, Sunday night, Rock Solid did a live stream using a game called Use Your Words. And I was asleep, but damn it, had I been awake, I would have won this game. Because it's basically, caption photos and make up movie titles and stuff. And I mean, every answer, I watched the whole thing and I had the best answer. Like one was like name, what was it? Give the name of it wasn't a popular pope, of a cool pope. Give the name of like a cool pope or something. And I was just like Pope Dre. It didn't even take me a second to think about it. Just Pope Dre came right out. And there were other things, and I was like instantly, I would have typed it in, I would have won. I would have clearly won the entire game. And even there were still people trying to put in Frank and Freddy references just to annoy me. And Trek 95, I saw you, and others. So yes, I made more lists. But yes, Rock Solid, that is a great game. I did in fact buy the game. Now I know I don't need the game to play it, but I did buy it on Steam. This way I have it, but I'm not going to do it on YouTube. Don't worry, we'll do it on your channel. But I did want a copy for when friends are over. That looks like something that would be fun. Actor says, how is today's DS9, guys, from 1 to 10? If I remember it right, it's a 5. Not Ryan Johnson says, I love how the scroll the bomb says needs ass vice. Act vice. Ryan Johnson Bird, you need to mean, no, I did not mean ass vice. Uncle Remus says, Bird, what's your take on the new James Bond trailer? Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. James Bond is dead. Yosef says, what did you say? Ass instead of D. Weird stream. Actor says, if we point problems, deficiencies, and defects, we get out of list. Yay. It depends on how big a problem. Not Ryan Johnson, lols with Yosef. Trek 95 says, hi, how are you? I saw you, Trek 95. I saw what you did on Sunday night. I know what you did last weekend. And I know you misspelled your name, Turk 95. More lists. Thomas Pot, what list? Thomas was put on 2 lists yesterday, but he was taken off 1 list today for pointing out a typo in my banner. Thomas gives this episode a 2. Really? I remember watching it, but I didn't think it was terrible. It was like a very average, filler episode. It's not a hit list. Actor says James Bond is dead. Birdfield killed him. Thomas is tracking, but don't worry, some of us have been on them for a year and nothing happened. Well, you know what they say, revenge is a dish best served cold. And it's very cold in space. So when you get to space, that's probably when something will happen. Okay, so there's a new feature. It's not that exciting. But you know how I always said if you wanted to watch along with me, you could go to birdofprey5.com and then go to my Discord and then click on the link. Well, I made it one step easier. We cut out the Discord. So from now on, if you do want to watch this along with me, now it's only going to be active during the live stream. So if you're watching this later, if you're watching this tomorrow or 6 hours from now, not live, you're not going to be able to watch it. So I apologize. But if you want to watch Deep Space Nine live with me as we watch it today, you can go to birdofprey5.com, scroll down to the bottom, and there will be a link that says the BOP5 screening room. Click on that, and that will take you to a website that will let you watch it the same time I watch it. So makes it a little bit easier. I don't have to put the link on Discord every time, and you don't have to go to Discord if you have no other reason to go. So it's on birdofprey5.com. The link is called the BOP5 screening room. It's at the bottom below the picture of the Make Klingons Great Again hat. Right below that it says the BOP5 screening room. Click it. It'll take you to this website where once I start watching it, it'll start playing on there. So make it a little easier. And if you're interested in watching on your own copy, do get Season 2, Episode 10 queued up because we're going to start in just a few minutes. Track 95 is Thomas Potts. He does not like me anyhow. He is only polite on camera. Lol. Roxal is still better at a 2 than any TOS episode at all. Wow, Roxal. Wow. What are those? How do you say that? You don't think that TOS episodes even hit a 2? Do you know what you're saying, Rock Solid? Agnes's bird lists move slower than the transplant wait list. And sometimes they move at the same time. Thomas is lolling at Trek 95. Uncle Remus says maybe the new woman 007 is a villain. That would be good. It's so stupid. Just call her 009 or 008. Why is that such a freaking problem? You know what? One number different. It would have solved everything. After she speaks as one, but we know she is a strong, independent woman. Actor says long days from Miranda Frost. And actor says when a cold woman means villain. Not Ryan Judge says anti-tracker is James Bombed. Bird is Bird failed. Leader of an evil organization, Sphincter. Wow. Mike Richards says it's also very cold at the bottom of the Hudson River. I don't know. I'm not so sure with all that nuclear waste flowing out of Indian Point these days. Trick 95 says Thomas, he did not deny it. Rockstar says there has never been any episode of TOS better than any DS9. Wow. Wow, Rockstar. That was, I think you might be, crazy. You might be crazy, Rockstar. Or how about double D7, DD7? Well, I wouldn't call her double D. She didn't seem that particularly endowed. Shrumore says she's not 007, she's 00D. You know, Ciso Prey's nickname, and I know you guys are going to make fun of this, but Ciso Prey's nickname is Double D because her initials are DD. So I can't call her Double D. Double D is Sister O'Prey. It's unfortunate, but that's the nickname. And tomorrow is Sister O'Prey's birthday, by the way, so not that she will be here, but anyone who wants to wish her a happy birthday can wish her a happy birthday to themselves. Roxanne says, I'm not crazy, my mom had me tested. And Shrumore says, and Yosef, our minds really do think alike. Uncle Remus, she should be 00 negative. And Roxanne says, dear Lord, don't tell DJ about Dee Dee. And Dee Dee was also the name of one of our rabbits. Well, her rabbit. When my grandfather bought us rabbits when, I don't know, she was like 5 years old and I was like 7. Hers was named Dee Dee and mine was named JJ. Although Dee Dee are her initials and JJ is just obviously my first initial twice. Her rabbit was black and white and mine was just gray or brown, like tannish. Anyway, let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to watch. So if you're going to be watching along, go ahead and go to birdofprey5.com and click on the Bird of Prey 5 screening room link. Otherwise, get your own copy up and running. There's nothing unfortunate about DD, says Uncle Remus. Beg, agree to disagree. Okay. So, we're going to get ready to play. And again, if you don't have your own copy, then in the bottom right corner, which I will bring up now, you'll see a black box, which will be screenshots of the episode. And once I've started streaming, obviously I'm only going to read the app Bird of Prey 5 comments, or potentially super chats. So, let's get ready. And I'm going to hit play in 5. Oh, I gotta shut off the the internal mic so you guys don't hear it, or speaker, whatever I want to call it. So you guys don't hear the audio from the episode. Okay. I skipped your comment. Oh, I am on Top Chat, unfortunately. I forgot to go to live chat. Okay, what was the skipped comment? Wesley Crusher says, Bird of Prey, greetings, birds, turds, and Jamie Bond 00 woke. Sorry about that, Wesley. Sorry. Okay. So here we go. Yes, Rock Solid even said set chat to live. I'm sorry, Rock Solid. In fact, I should do it to both chats as long as I'm here, not just the... There we go. Okay. So we're going to hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. And it opens with Kira coming into Cisco's office. Cisco wants next month's duty roster. Kira's 2 days late. So she spent the whole day speaking to some minister about irrigating some peninsula. You're welcome, Wes. So apparently her voice carries. She was yelling so loud, that's how he knew about. She doesn't like the bureaucracy. She gets stupid bureaucratic excuses for why things aren't getting done. He says Bajor's in trouble. She's way beyond frustrated. Cisco says she can shout at the provisional government all she wants, as long as it doesn't interfere with her duties at the station. So she'll get on that report. But we know something will probably happen. So O'Brien tells Kira that Quark's been looking for her. It's urgent. I'm sure she'll run right to Quark. So we got a Bajoran playing a flute or something, a saxophone. It sounds, I don't know what it sounds like. Playing some type of wind instrument. It's got all of Quark's bar mesmerized. Quark's not happy. Even the Ferengi workers are mesmerized and not bringing the drinks out. See, these people are too busy to even order anything. He's looking at Morn. Morn is crying. Morn is tearing up. Aww. And that lady's holding Morn. Morn's a little pimp. So Kira says, I heard you're trying to get in touch with me. He's like, you heard right. He says they're mesmerized and they're not gambling. They're not eating and they're not drinking, barely drinking. Profits are down. So Kira said he just started yesterday, and Quark says he monitors income hourly. So Kira says, stop overreacting. So Kira said that Quark promised that he would try him out for a month. And apparently this guy's playing there as a personal favor to Kira. So Quark is like, maybe he could play something a little more, lively. So Kira's talking to this guy, says it's beautiful. He says he's just happy to have his work appreciated again. So Kira's talking to her. He knows what Quark wants. He can accommodate him. So this guy wants to rebuild some type of forum, basically like an opera hall. And he's like, Bajorans have to reclaim their artistic culture. But Kira knows it's not gonna happen. 09A team says Kira is still hot to this day. That's actually pretty true. So if you see the Deep Space Nine documentary. Okay, so now we have the alien ship coming through the wormhole. Undetected, four life forms. Plasma leak, so obviously you're going to have to beam them on the station. Isn't it convenient the ships always make it through the wormhole before exploding? I mean, more than once they've been taken over or something bad has happened by beaming people in from the wormhole. Maybe put up a force field or something so you talk to them. Not that these people are going to do anything, but they just out of luck that they're okay. I mean, they could have, beamed on fierce warriors with hand weapons. Rock Solid says Nana Vista is a nut job. Well, nobody said she wasn't. And so are you, Rock Solid, Mister. There's no TOS episode better than any Deep Space Nine episode. And don't get me wrong, I generally like DS9 better than TOS. But there are a lot of TOS episodes better than Deep Space Nine episodes. Lightwood Matthews and Vertebrae, if only they had a sick bay on DS9 where they could beam these people to instead of the main command center. Yeah. Or a brig. Or just a customs area, right? Like, welcome to the station. Here you have to clear customs. And, Odo's gonna pat you down before you get free reign of the station. Just in case. Rock Solid says that doesn't make me a nut job. TOS was terrible. Yes, it does make you a nut job, Rock Solid. If TOS was terrible, how would it have spawned, 13 movies and 5 other TV series? Not to mention millions of dedicated fans. Rock Solid says the origin of the Borg creatures episode. What a slog that was. Well, I don't consider that the origin of the Borg creatures, but yeah, I'll grant you that wasn't the best episode. So, again, they're going to try to fix the alien spaceship for them and let them be on their way. So, this guy's speaking some weird language. Apparently, the universal translator don't know their language. And you see a woman trying to explain who she is. Yeah, the universal translator can't zero in anything on their language. Skria. It sounds nothing like Italian. They got to keep him talking while the universal translator works. So now he's got to get him down to the infirmary. And exactly like Live with Matthew said, why not just have beamed them there in the first place? Or how about you just beam them to the infirmary? They're already on the transporter pad. So Cisco finally calls in for security escort. They seem amazed by all these people. I mean, that does have to be crazy. Go into somewhere where you don't even have any language in common. This should happen a lot more often in Star Trek. So she's looking at a dress, and this guy doesn't understand what the concept of buying things is. They don't understand why they can't just buy anything. Maybe you shouldn't have brought him to a store, right? Maybe bring them into a store or whatever this is would have been a better idea. I thought they were going to infirmary. Why would they stop? Let's just stop at this little place so that we can have some type of drama that we don't need to have. Flying with Matthews, bird of prey. Odo's giving you a pat down? Oh my. So, apparently this woman doesn't trust men. Bashir was going to use the dermal regenerator on this guy's hand. And the alien woman gave it to Kira. But Kira's like, I'm not a doctor. I can't do anything. Right, that's what you should say. 7 mazel stalks? I have no idea what that's supposed to be. So they're passing the food around. They are hungry. Bata Gramasat. Zulaku. Ah, need. It said need. My people. Save your people. They need your help. There's no time. We are the Chia. My people need your help. There's no time to waste. The wormhole. They're on the other side of the wormhole. I think everybody knew what she meant, Odo. Three Shateka. 3 million. 3 million of her people. They must be brought through the eye. So 3 million refugees. They gotta come to Bajor. No, she's not used to men being around. They're a matriarchy. Men are far too emotional to be leaders, she says. They're fighting all the time. It's their favorite thing to do. And she apologizes if she's offended anyone, right? We love our men. Don't misunderstand. Well, she's not a leader. She's just a farmer. Screenshots? What? Can you turn off subtitles? They might appear on screenshots? I don't know what you mean. I don't have subtitles on. If there are subtitles in the screenshots, I can't do anything about that. I mean, I didn't have them enabled. I wasn't looking at the screenshots, but I'm looking at them now. So apparently Deep Space Nine only holds 7,000 people. So Cisco's asking, is there a leader they should be looking for? So most of them have been killed by some other species. The Tarogians were conquered. The Dominion conquered them, and that's why they were able to escape. Joseph, I'm kind of curious where these subtitles were. I haven't seen them on the screenshots. Well, she knows how to use the computer, put lights on full. She's really taken a liking to life aboard DS9. Oh, you want me to turn on the subtitles? Yeah, I see what Joseph said now. Thank you, Abadram. I cannot, unfortunately. Next time, maybe. But these screenshots have already been hard coded. I will think about it next time. Oh. So. Apparently she has a couple of husbands. They're both her males. Joseph, you want me to read what you say and you want me to watch Deep Space Nine at the same time? What stream do you think this is? I gotta take a pill, but I'll leave the camera going. But I'll shut the microphone off so you don't have to hear the crunching this time. So she thought, the dress that Kira thought she liked, said she was the most hideous thing she ever seen. Now they're laughing because they both think it's hideous. But Kira probably likes it. She's going to cry. In private. So here's where we find out Jake's dating a Dabo girl. Good for him. So Jake says she studies etymology. Nog asks, what is etymology? He says, the study of bugs. And she says, oh, she wants to be a chef. So apparently these Skreans wait for people to get up from eating their food and they go and they eat their leftovers. Nog is like, doesn't he know what a replicator is? Idiot. So he's asking if the Dabo girl has any sisters. And apparently there's a lot more of these people on their way. Maybe Cisco would call Starfleet and say, hey, we got 3 million refugees ready to come through the wormhole. Maybe send a ship. So, I mean, this is the culture clash when a unfamiliar culture floods in to an existing population. There are bound to be issues. They don't understand local customs and traditions. They don't mean to be rude or anything. It's just, it's not going to work out well. There's going to be problems. Cisco says it's worth it. They're experiencing their first taste of freedom. Well, I'm glad it's worth it to somebody. Rock Solid says, I have no problem watching what was on the TV and keeping up with the stream. You don't know what's a good TOS episode, so maybe you shouldn't be talking. Joseph's Abajam, I wrote, come across so wrong. I'm having a laugh here, actually, but it sounds aggressive. So sorry for that, but nothing sounded aggressive to me, Joseph. So apparently Nog put something that stunk on one of the kids. And they did say that their males like to fight. It's just, Jake, it's the smell. So Nog is looking through the names of different criminals. So Nog sprayed some Korean boys with a foul spraying liquid. So Quark is acting like this is the first season, like we don't know what the Ferengi are about. But it seems to work. Quark sticks around because he wants to talk to Odo. These Skrians, they're nothing but trouble. Looking, touching, not buying. And they flake. Ooh. Little pieces of skin all over the bar and the floor. Why are they in the bar if they're not buying anything? Yosef says, Bird of Prey, Steve Shives twisted and turned this episode into his political agenda so hard, I unsubbed exactly after watching that video. Yosef, I unsubbed from Steve Shives about 6 months ago, maybe 7. In fact, I also told YouTube I don't want to see videos from this creator anymore, because they were just a waste. I didn't even want to downvote his videos. But, it's a shame, because he used to do some good stuff till he went totally wacko. I mean, I never agreed with him politically, but he used to do some good track actualities, at least. Neighbors walking their dog. Oh, sassy girl. Sassy was in a very playful mood today. She has a big yellow stuffed duck that she kept bringing to me to play with and to throw it so she could catch it. So now this lady who's the leader is feeling trapped because they expect her to lead them. So Cisco's looking for a planet. So now the musician comes over. And he says, being a Bajor, and he knows what it's like to be displaced. He gives her a token friendship. A hollow recording of him playing an instrument. From a concert he played many years ago. And she looks like me looking at a Freddie Mercury song. Like, well, no, maybe she does like it. Sassy. So now she wants a chart of the star system. So if it wasn't for that old singer, this would never have become a problem. This old performer. So Nog is going to have to face it. Nog is a little worried. He won't even say he's sorry. He says he supposes. And there you go, Jake. Take one down. And Nog is screeching. Quark actually does come over to help him. You gotta say, Quark, at least he does try to help his own family. Even if it's children. It's bad enough you're all hanging around the stage without buying anything. You have to start fighting too. He says, I thought we were welcome here. Quark says, make yourself welcome somewhere else. He's like, well, we don't want anything to do with you either. And Quark's like, I can see the Screeds don't bother to teach their children manners. Like he's someone who should be talking. Yes, rip Nog indeed. 09A team. Aaron Eisenberg. He was a pretty cool guy from the Deep Space Nine documentary. So they found a planet, and they're going to come to them with the good news. We found a planet you can live on. It's called City Alpha 6. Oh. There might be a little problem with the wildlife. Keep your ears clean. Excellent potential for resettlement. She says, we appreciate it, but we already found a planet. She found Katana. The planet of sorrow, Kira. Katana is Bajor. Well, we're just going to move down to your planet. I hope you don't mind. And Kira's like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no! She's like, you're not coming down. Maybe you want to go ahead to Cardassia if you want to go to a planet of sorrow. You can help them. You found a planet for them. You don't need to feel bad about saying, no, this planet's already inhabited. Denied. Request denied. Bajor can't accept 3 million refugees. We can barely take care of our own. She's like, we don't want to be taken care of. He's like, this isn't only Bajoran self-interest. It'd be tragic to her people as well. She's like, but Bajor has more than enough room. The plains of the Northwest Peninsula are uninhabited and ideal for farming. This lady said they used to be. She said, the Skree are farmers. Just give us land. She guarantees they can make it thrive. She says, what if the circumstances aren't ideal? What if we go through another long winter? What if the crops fail? What if the famine comes? Then we have to feed you people. Did you say you people? Yes. They ran a series of projections. The results were not encouraging. So Cisco says Draylon 2 as an alternate, but she doesn't want to give up Bajor. So she's like, I made it clear we're not expecting your help. If we start dying, it's our problem. And he's like, we can't do that. We have to help you. The decision's final. You will not be able to come to Bajor. She's saying, but please, talk to them. Tell them they're wrong. But Kira knows they're right. I'm sorry, only an idiot would take your case. And Cisco again reminds them of the planet they found. They'll just have to do. There'll be another species we never ever revisit. So Jake tells the guy that his dad says you're probably going to Draylon 2. It sounds like a nice place. The kid asks Jake if he'd want to move there. Jake says no. He says, and neither do I. But to be fair, would Jake want to really move anywhere but Earth right now? And the answer would probably be no. And she's like, I don't know why you pretended to be my friend. And she's like, so you are my friend. It's I need you. Now who sounds emotional, biatch? He's had enough of Kira's help. Shrome Morris says, Bird of Prey, where are the Federation industrial food replicators? There should be no excuse for famine. Yeah, but they only give those out to Federation citizens. If you're not part of the Federation, you gotta pay up. Kira still wants to be friends. She doesn't forgive Kira. Cisco to Kira. Both need to come to Ops. One of them has taken a ship and he's headed to Bajor. So, is he going to get shot down? They're going to let him land? Like, somehow he lands on Bajor and that's the end of the world? I mean, just beam the guy up, right? Just let him land and then beam him up to a runabout and take him back. This is really not a big issue. Oh, there's a radiation leak in the port nacelle. He says, turn off his engines and drift to the Bajorans and tractor him in. He's not responding. So there's more than one person on the ship. Their lives are all in danger. 2 Bajoran vessels closing in. So Kira says you have to let them land, that their communications might be down. And the Bajorans are saying, we can't let them land, we have our orders. They come directly from General Hazar. So now Cisco's bringing General Hazar up on the screen. They tell him it's just a boy who stole the ship. General Hazar's on screen. What's this about, Commander? He's like, that ship's being flown by a child. And he didn't realize it was a child. It's like, have him shut down his engines. We'll tow him back. And they're firing. Oh, they've opened fire. The alien ship opened fire on the Bajoran ship. So the general told them to hold their fire, but it's probably too late. Yes. Too late. They're all dead. All the kids are dead. Oh, the ship just exploded. They didn't even think they hit it. The phaser beam ignited some beryllium or something. He's very sorry. Well, maybe if your kid didn't steal a ship. No. There was no happy ending here. There wasn't going to be. The Federation doesn't have the best track record when it comes to moving people to other planets. They tend to blow up. So she's like, you still think we would have been a burden to your people? So Kira says, yes. He said, maybe we could have helped you, helped each other. We're farmers. You have a famine on your planet. We could have made those fields bloom again, but you'll never know. 50 years of Cardassian rule made you all frightened and suspicious. She feels sorry for Kira. She said, you were right, though. Bajor is not Kantana. So over the course of the next, few weeks, 3 million ships come through, or 3 million people on ships come through the wormhole and settle on a planet, presumably either inside or just outside Federation space. And we never ever hear from them again. They don't come up during the war. They don't come up ever frickin' again. They're never shown on the station. Nothing. We don't know anything about what happens, which is typical for Star Trek. That's why I say this was really just like a filler episode. It had zero lasting repercussions. I don't think that artist playing at Quarks is ever back again. It's like nothing. This was an episodic episode. It could have happened any time, more or less, but when it wasn't at war, and it doesn't affect anything for the future, which is, not par for the course for Deep Space Nine. But was it a terrible episode? No. Was it even a bad episode? I'd say no. It was a perfectly average episode of Deep Space Nine. It kept my interest. I wasn't bored. I wasn't tired, and God knows I was tired from the start because of the antibiotics today. But I thought it was good. Maybe I'd even up it to a 6. But it was certainly no worse than a 5, but no better than a 6. Maybe 5.5. 5.5 out of 10 on the Deep Space Nine scale, which is decent. That said, are there better TOS episodes? Absolutely. Okay, my top 5 TOS episodes probably are all better than this. The Enterprise incident, A Piece of the Action, Patterns of Force, Tomorrow. Wait, is Tomorrow is Yesterday in there? No, City on the Edge of Forever. Those are all better episodes than this. Just so Rock Solid understands. But it was much better than Spock's Brain. It was much better than The Way to Eden, for sure. It was better than the episode with those flying things that anti-Trekker think are the predecessor to the Borg. Yes, it was better than a lot. Patterns of Force was a great episode. Aberjam says, Trek Name if anything could be in the credits. It was written by monkeys. Unfortunately, this one was not a DC Fontana episode. It would have been nice had it coincided. We could have used it as a eulogy or something. But yeah, DC Fontana passed away yesterday. The mother of Star Trek, as she's called, wrote many TOS episodes. Journey to Babel. She created Amanda and Sarek. Basically, all of Spock's family. Basically, Vulcan culture is basically based on her writings, her determinations. And she also wrote for TNG and Deep Space Nine. So, yeah, very, very sad when you think about it, that she was... Now, Doomcock says she was one of the 4 people most responsible for Star Trek. I would say the 3. I mean, I'm not sure who the 4th was in his opinion, but Gene Roddenberry and Gene Kuhn. Oh, okay, Lucille Ball. So yeah, you know what? She's in there. So we got Gene Roddenberry, Gene Kuhn, Lucille Ball, and DC Fontana are like the top 4 tops of Star Trek. Without any one of them, the show probably never would have been as good. It might never have come to be. And even if it did come to be, it certainly would have failed after a season or 2. And we probably would just remember it like just some random one-off series that never really made a giant impact in culture. Now I know Anti-Trekker in his whole video about, oh, he's anti-Traeger because he's anti-Gene Roddenberry, that nobody knows who Gene Coon is. Well, let me tell you, if you are a true Star Trek fan, which means I assume at some point you read one book, right? If you read one book in your whole life about, how Star Trek, the early days of Star Trek, any of that type of stuff, you're just a fan who watches it on television is one thing. But if you're a true Trekkie or a Trekker, either way, that you live, breathe, and live, breathe, and die Star Trek, you probably have read at least one or two books from, how did Star Trek start? And if you did, then you know exactly who Gene Coon is. And I think it was Lucille Ball or somebody who said that the greatness of Star Trek goes back to its genes, Gene Roddenberry and Gene Coon. So I disagree with him that most people don't know Gene Coon played at least the biggest part in Star Trek as Gene Roddenberry. I've known that for 25 to 30 years, at least. I mean, since I was a wee Trekkie, I knew Gene Coon. I knew the name, and I knew he was really as important as Gene Roddenberry in the series. Abajam says, Bird of Prey, we're talking about Disco's credits. Well, why are you talking about Disco credits? Because that's not Star Trek. That's not Star Trek at all. So, guys, I think we're gonna call it a stream. I enjoyed it. I hope some of you guys did. I remembered this one pretty well. 0918 says, I watched Chaos on the Bridge. Pretty good. Yeah. Rock Solid, I can't do Dear Bop on this stream. No one will know to come to it for Dear Bops. I apologize. We'll do Dear Bop soon. In fact, tomorrow I have a small rant. So tomorrow we'll do some Dear Bop tomorrow on Thursday. Thursday's kind of like a wild card day. So maybe we'll do a jar life with some Dear Bop and a rant that's kind of been building. Nothing to do with health insurance, just more of life, current, not my life, but social events, some stuff like that. What was it? Social studies type, current events type rant. Nothing too personal. Thomas says, hello, Bert. I just got here. What are we watching tonight? Oh, well, Thomas, whatever the hell you want to watch, you can put on. Shromore says, Bird of Prey, I'm claiming Quantum and Atomic first. First of all, Anti-Trigger said I couldn't his stream, but I claim it nonetheless. Okay, that's fine, Shromore. And Mr. Miles didn't show up, so nobody's gonna challenge it. Nobody's gonna challenge it. So anyway, guys, have a good night. Qapla. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And yeah, tomorrow we're gonna do some stuff, assuming I'm up to it, which I hope I am. Although I am fighting an infection, and I have to say, although it got better yesterday, it got worse today. So I just hope I'm in condition to be able to do it. And do remember, tomorrow is Sister Opray's birthday, but she's not going to be here. And Mom Opray's outside. So again, guys, remember, please, birdopray5.com/mom.html to send Mom Opray Mom Opray's coming back in. That's the door you hear. There we go. There it is. So check that out. Have a very good night. Take care. And Qapla.
Thank
And
you
remember,
all for watching my video.
You didn't hear me talking about
like,
nothing.
And subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPray5.com, the new home of everything BirdoPray5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPray5 or on BirdoPray5.com. Take care.
McClunky.